Why does everything feel boring lately, even the things you used to enjoy the most? You open your phone for just a minute, and somehow an hour disappears without you noticing. The strange part is that you're constantly entertained, yet you still feel unsatisfied. You keep looking for something interesting, something exciting, something that finally feels enough. But the more content you consume, the harder it becomes to feel genuinely satisfied. And before you realize it, your brain starts expecting stimulation every second of the day. A notification appears, a video starts playing, and your attention instantly moves somewhere else. You don't even think about it anymore. Your hand reaches for the phone automatically. What once felt like a choice slowly becomes a habit. And eventually that habit starts controlling more of your life than you realize. The problem isn't social media itself. It's the endless stream of rewards your brain receives. Every swipe, every like, every new video gives your brain a tiny burst of dopamine. Dopamine isn't happiness. It's the chemical that makes you want more. And the more often your brain receives those rewards, the more it begins craving them. That's why normal activities start feeling slower, harder, and less exciting. Reading a book feels boring. Studying feels difficult. Even simple tasks feel exhausting. Not because you've changed, but because your brain has become used to constant stimulation. When everything is fast, colorful, and instant, reality begins to feel too slow. So your brain keeps searching for another hit of novelty. And that's how the cycle continues, day after day. You promise yourself you'll focus, but the urge to check your phone returns again. Not because you're weak, but because your brain has learned a powerful pattern. It has learned that relief, excitement, and distraction are always one swipe away. And over time, those quick rewards begin replacing deeper forms of satisfaction. The things that truly improve your life often require patience. But dopamine addiction teaches your brain to expect rewards immediately. So waiting becomes harder, focus becomes harder, and discipline becomes harder. And despite consuming more content than ever before, you somehow feel less fulfilled. Because stimulation and satisfaction are not the same thing. One gives you excitement for a moment, the other gives you meaning. The good news is that your brain can recover. It starts with creating moments where you aren't constantly stimulated. A quiet walk, a book, a conversation, a few minutes without a screen. At first it feels uncomfortable because your brain expects something more exciting, but slowly your attention begins returning. The simple things start feeling enjoyable again. You become more focused, more present, and more connected to reality. And the things that once felt boring begin to feel meaningful again. You realize that happiness was never hidden inside another notification. It was waiting in the moments you stopped searching for constant stimulation. Maybe your brain isn't broken. Maybe it's simply overwhelmed by too much stimulation. But what happens when anxiety makes you fear the people around you? That's what we'll explore next. If you want to understand your mind better, stay with me.